everybody. So today's video is super exciting. I finally got around to filming the third episode in my Color Me series. If you've been enjoying this series, please give it a thumbs up. I will link the first and second episodes down below with a playlist on the page as well. I did already do one eye, so this is what you're working with. I hope you guys like it. I'm using some really exciting products that I've never used before. So if you want to see how to achieve this look, then just keep watching. With any colorful eye look, I should say, especially, I always prime my eyes with my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. You guys know this. Should I zoom you guys in a little bit? Let's go. Just a little bit, because sometimes when I zoom you guys in too far, I like get out of frame and then the whole tutorial is like messed up. So always blend it out. I usually use a synthetic brush. This one is just from the Urban Decay Naked palette. The shadows we are going to be using, or some of them at least, are from the Buxom palette that I actually custom created, and I'm so excited about it. These shadows are great. I haven't played with them too much. This is actually my very first time using this palette, and it does come with like a little brush. I haven't even taken off the plastic yet because, let's be real, I'm probably never going to use it. So this is the palette that I created. If you want to see swatches on this palette, go to my Instagram. I will have that listed below. It's always listed below. But you will see swatches on this palette, and Buxom actually liked that picture. So I was like stoked about that. That was so exciting. So the shadow we are going to be using, oh my god, in my intro I totally forgot to tell you what color this is going to be. Well, I guess you probably figured it out by now. It's going to be the purple, Color Me Purple, or light lavender. I haven't quite decided, but it's going to be lavender or purple. They're kind of the same color, right? I gotta stop talking. I'm pretty hyper. I'm just happy to be filming. So we're going to be using this shade, and I forget what this shade is called, but I will have it listed below because these shadows pop out and you can see the name of it. I don't know how to do it on camera, but yeah, we're going to be using this shade all over the lid with my favorite eyeshadow brush of the moment to pack on color. It is the e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. There's that, and then it looks like that. It's just a dome, and it's very, very dense, so it's easy to pack on shadow. And we're going to be using this brush as well as this brush. We're going to be going back and forth. These shadows are so soft. I love them so much. I feel like they're like a very underrated product. Nobody really talks about them, and I don't know why, because they have a great color selection and they're super soft and creamy, and there's barely any fallout, as you can see, which is amazing. That was like no problem. So there it is on my eye. So I am going to be using the Lorac Mega Pro. I'm so sorry about this, but if you go to Temptalia's page, she has like dupes for all of them. So I'll try to link that down below every time I use this palette. That way you guys can have some dupe options. But this is the Lorac Pro. This was a very touchy subject for a lot of people. The release was crazy. But okay, we're going to use this Wisteria shade right here. And it's going to go into Outer V. Whoa, don't hit the mirror. With the Lorac shadows, you don't need a lot, so you definitely want to tap off the excess. And this shade doesn't really do all too much, so we're going to go in with another shade in a second. But I just thought these two looked really nicely together. This shade is kind of the matte version of that Buxom shade, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit darker, but okay. Now, since, like I said, we're going to go in with another shade from the Lorac Pro. This one is in their regular line, so you will definitely be able to find this whole palette, and I highly recommend this palette as well. I'm going to go in with the shade Deep Purple just to smoke it out just a little bit. Like, literally just a little bit. This is what I'm going to do. Ready? Are you ready for this? Boop. That's it. Might need to go back and get some more because I barely did it, but no, see that? That works. I'm gonna do the same thing, literally go just one little boop. And you can see like this shade right here, that's the Wisteria shade. So I brought that in a little bit more, and the deep purple shade is just gonna go right at the end of my outer V area, and I'm just gonna kind of go like that, and then that's it, and then we're gonna blend it out. Oh, not yet though, because I haven't added my crease color. I'm going to be using the coolest shade in the palette, I think. Literally cool, because it's cool color. Oh god, I really haven't filmed in a long time. This is the shade called Lilac, and it's just as it says, it's looking a little white on it. Well, that's a little bit more white, so you can kind of tell the difference. But yeah, we're using this shade in the crease. I wanted something light in the crease, that way the whole look didn't get super dark. I'm gonna blend everything out with my favorite blending brush. This is the Tapered Blending E35 by Sigma. Been using this for years. It's my second one, and I just love it. There you go. And I will be going back to that lavender shade that we put all over the lid, just so it gives the punch that I want. So you're gonna go into the lavender shade in the palette right here that we used all over the lid. You're gonna pack it on. Get as much on as you can. So there it is. And then I'm going to take my Mario Badescu facial spray. And I'm just going to spray it. And we're just going to... Oh yeah. See how much that helped? Beautiful. I'm going to take a little bit more of that Lorac deep purple shade. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to go boop. And now we're going to blend the whole thing out. Now, a little nice touch that I did, because I wanted it more like metallic and shimmery and stuff, I did go in with my Makeup Geek shadow, the foiled eyeshadow in Whimsical. It's kind of that light lavender that we got going on. That's why the lavender thing is kind of stuck in my mind. But I'm going to take my Real Techniques base shadow brush. I've been using this for years as well. And just put this in the right here. And slightly drag it. That's it. It's very, very light. So I'm going to go back into that Buxom palette, and I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette. This shade is so creamy. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using the 24/7 Glide On Pencil by Urban Decay in the shade Empire. I can't believe that came out smoothly, because usually I would stumble over those words. And you're just going to go ahead and line that eye, but I cannot talk and do this at the same time, so please hold. And that came out just a tad wonkier than I thought it was going to be, so I usually take my Anastasia Beverly Hills. I mentioned this in my Perfect Palette Tag 2 video, and I'm going to use this side to just smudge it out. Now it's time for mascara on both lashes. Okay, now time for the face. I moisturized, I primed, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump into the foundation. My absolute favorite foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible. This is a repurchase. I've missed it ever since I ran out of mine. It just lasts all day, and it covers everything, and it's completely matte. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, kind of a lot of it, on my hand, and I'm gonna dot it all over my face. And I'm going to be taking my Morphe G6 to blend that out. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Better Skin by Maybelline and the Fit Me by Maybelline, my absolute two favorites. And the Better Skin, so this is going to go on my nose. My chin and around my mouth. Then my Maybelline Fit Me is gonna go under my eyes because it is light. Then with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, I'm just gonna blend all that out. For powder, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier in my T-zone area, and then my L'Oreal Infallible all over my face. For blush, yes, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Bittersweet Blush. Yes, that is true to color. It is a matte purple blush. Are you ready for this? I don't know why I'm going like this with all the head stuff. I'm just pumped to be filming. For a purple-ish highlight. Okay, even though this says rose, it kind of reminds me of a purple highlight. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi highlight in the shade Rose. And I'm just gonna kind of aim my brush for the top there because that's the purpley shade. But also mixing it into the like silvery shade kind of. For eyebrows and lips, I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll see you guys in a second. This is the finished look. I really hope you guys like it. I do want to quickly mention the lipstick that I chose. This is Revlon's Berry Couture, number 835 in the Super Lustrous line. I love this lipstick. I haven't worn it in forever, but it's a really great spring lipstick look, and I love it. So, if you guys have been loving this Color Me series, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to recommend colors down below, go ahead and do so. I greatly appreciate that if you do. And don't forget, I do upload twice a week, give or take. And I think that's it for me. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!